Hello everyone, I hope everyone is having a good morning. It is Monday and the kids do not have no school. And neither do I, so we're just in the house and I just finished making my kids breakfast because I always make their breakfast first and then I eat breakfast. So yeah, they just finished eating French toast, eggs, hot chocolate and stuff like that. What else? Yeah, so, but I didn't want that. I wanted some Mangú today. So that's what I'm gonna make today, but I'm gonna make it different. In my channel, I do have a recipe with Mangu, Huevo, Salami, Queso. It's a Dominican dish. So if you want to check that out, you could. And I got it from the beginning to the end. The video is a little long, but I show you everything from the beginning to the end like I do in all my videos. But this one I'm gonna make it a little different. I am gonna make the Mangu and I am gonna do it with Salami Guisado, and I'm still gonna make it with the fried cheese, the Queso Blanco, and I'm also gonna add a few slices of avocado. So I'm kind of hooking it up here today. So let's get started. I just threw everything here because this was something that I just thought about out of nowhere. I was like, I'm in the mood to eat and stuff like that. So I just threw everything in there. Usually I will have everything nicely organized for you guys, but not today. But I will go through it step by step. The first thing you want to do is have a pot of water, which I have right here, and I already put it on high, so it's gonna start boiling in a minute. And you want to add at least a little pinch of salt, not too much, because we're gonna add the butter later on and whatever else. So you don't want to, you don't want to salt this too much, just a little salt. That's it. I'm not adding no more. If I want to add more salt later when everything is mashed, then I'll do it. And I'm only doing one plátano because it's only for me. If anybody else would have been in the house, well, or my boyfriend would have been here, I would have put 2 plátanos, but only 1 plátano will do for today. Let me move this here. Don't pay attention to what's going on back there. Pay attention to what I'm doing here. And my camera's been kind of acting up. Lately I've been using my iPhone camera. I think it's much better too, the quality. But this, this camera has a stand, so the iPhone doesn't. I wonder if they do sell stands for iPhones though, because I will be recording with that. But anyway, let me get the plátano ready. So I'm gonna show you how to do this step to step from the beginning to the end. You could follow through. You could do it in your order, but I think my order is perfect because I'm doing everything the right way. But it's totally up to you. So you need a green banana. Do not buy the yellow one. It gotta be the green one. So you want a green plantain, and you want to cut it like so. I don't know, I'm thinking, should I just do 2 plátanos? And then this is gonna be so little. You know what? I'm gonna make 2. So here I got the 2. Oh wait. And you want to make slits. I do 3. But you could do 2. You want to have it in hot water. That's how I do mine. Some people, they just peel it off. I don't want to struggle with the skin of the plátano, so I just put it in hot water for like a few seconds. Loosen it up a little bit. Give me a minute till this goes and gets hot. I don't want to keep letting the camera run because I don't want to waste no battery, so I'll be right back. Okay, so 1 banana is already done in my book. So you peel it off with your nail, or you could use a knife to remove the skin. That's why I put it in hot water, because it does come out easily, like no problem. And I'm just gonna cut it. But you could cut this any way you want. There's no, you know, oops, oh crap, hold on. You could cut this any way you want, because it's gonna go in the water and you're going to boil them anyway, you understand? Some people, they just cut it in half and then go half like that, but it doesn't really make a difference. Alright. And I'm gonna put it here. How long I'm gonna leave it in there? I don't know. Maybe 35 minutes. You want this to be very soft, sort of like a mashed potato. Okay, so I'm ready to do the salami guisado, and I chopped up here some onions. I got them very nice and thin. We're also gonna make like a nice red onions with oil and vinegar. I'm gonna show you that. That's tradition too in the Dominican dish, but that's why I cut them really small. And I don't know if you noticed, but I used white, so not the red ones. The red ones I like the other way. And then I have here some red pepper. Also, I have here tomato sauce. I'm sorry, I don't, since it's open, I can't really turn it. Tomato sauce, diced tomatoes. I got here parsley, and I'm not gonna add a lot of parsley, just like maybe a few little flakes, just to have that nice little prettiness inside the salami guisado. And I have here onion powder. Even though we're gonna add onions, I like to add onion powder. And garlic salt, black pepper. I got a salt here. I got here white vinegar, just maybe a capful maybe, and a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. But to make the salami guisado, you need Dominican salami. Now this is like one of the best. This right here costed me like close to $16. I've seen in other places that it costs 18 and change. Very rare I buy this, but I was like, you know, usually I buy the cheap salami, but you know, I wanted to make this video for you guys, so I had to go and get a little fancy. So I want a lot of likes for this video. Anyway, I'm just playing. Yeah, so this is salami, and this is what they make the salami with. And I'm going to cut it. This is huge. But you could use any salami you want. I've seen people use any kind of salami. The $4 kind of salami, you know, it really don't make a difference. But this one really tastes good. And they sell the little ones for I think like $6-7, like this long maybe, like there. So if you don't want to buy a big one, you do not have to. Alright, so I'm not making a lot because it's just me, unless my kids, you know, pick on mine. So let me put this here. I'm gonna, if you see my other videos with the salami and with the salami, Mangú and everything, you'll see that I sliced it and fried it. It smells so good. I'm gonna make it nice and fat. And I'm not making a lot. And I'm not giving you guys measurements because you know I always tell you I don't measure. I just know what I'm doing. And please, like, you know, I don't need no insults. I know I'm Puerto Rican. And I don't need anybody to be like, oh, that's not the way you do that. You know, I like Dominican food. You know, my nieces have Dominican and have Puerto Rican. Like we don't have no problems and stuff. But I'm just saying, like, just tell me what to do. If I'm doing something wrong, you know, let me know. Don't bash me, is what I'm trying to say. So this is the way I'm going to cut it. And I don't eat this a lot, like maybe once a month because this is kind of fattening. Alright, so let's get on the pot and I'll show you how to assemble everything. Okay, so this is my pan. I know it's a crusty pan, but it sure cooks well. So, and I got here just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. I don't want to add too much, alright? Go. I got this on low for now. Okay, let me put the camera right where you could get to see everything. Alright, so we got here our salamis. Don't you just like that sound? I think this is a lot though. I think I cut too much, but it's okay. I know my kids will probably eat it. And I'm gonna put my onions and my red peppers. And I am going to add my tomato sauce. That's about almost the whole can, but not yet. I don't know if I should add the whole can. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to add the whole can. Probably add a little water to this as well. Give me a minute. So I added some water in here, okay? Be careful with your fingers. Shake it up. Make sure you get all that tomato sauce. Yeah, there you go. And don't worry about you adding the water because this is all going to come together when it's cooking, okay? Oh, shit. Let me add some pepper. Just a little bit. That's good. Garlic powder. Maybe like a cap full of vinegar. I'm not gonna do it because I already know. That's good right there. I will taste this and I'll let you know if I need to add anything else. The salt I'm gonna add last because I want to taste it first. Onion powder. And just 1, 2. That's it. I just want little flakes. Maybe one more. Alright. That was not one more. Wait, hold on. Going through it with my baño because I don't want my stove to be dirty. And I still gotta add one more thing. And salt. Give me a minute, you guys. I'm gonna turn this off. And I will be right back. Okay, sorry, I had to do something for the kids. Alright, I'm gonna add one more thing. Alright, sorry I'm taking my time, but I like to go step by step with you guys. And I'm just gonna add maybe 1.5 spoons of diced tomatoes. And this is just for it to look pretty, you see? With the nice onions. You see those little the little green speckles? That's the parsley. Don't add too much though. You don't want it to be too green and stuff. You just want to add a little bit. and another half a spoon. And that's it. And it's coming along really, really well. Look at that. I don't know if it looks pretty to you guys, but it sure looks pretty to me. Look at that. Okay. And I'm gonna taste it just a little bit. I'm gonna also lower this down real low. I don't, just real low. Let it do its thing. I still got at least maybe 20 more minutes for the plátanos to boil. So I'm gonna taste this, see if I gotta adjust the seasoning. I wish I could be like here through like, well, not with the same spoon, but I'm just saying, I wish I could take a spoon and just be like here through YouTube, because it really tastes good. You gotta try this. I mean, I'm only gonna add just a little bit of salt because I think it's just perfect like that, but just look, you're gonna see how much I'm gonna add. That's it. Just to bring it all out, but it is perfect. Really, really good, I'm telling you. Let me mix this up one more time. And I'm just gonna have it very low here. I gotta wait another 20 more minutes for the plátanos to boil. So I am gonna start cutting up the cheese and all the extra stuff. I'm gonna do that and we'll be right back. I'll show you how to do that as well. Okay, so I finished, hold on. So I finished straightening out. The salami is real nice and low. Maybe another like 10 more minutes for the plátanos, and so we're gonna do the onions, okay? And you wanna do the onions because you wanna let it marinate for at least 10 to 15 minutes. So that's why I wanna do this first. And this is like a pickled onions. I cut it like this. I do it moon size. If you want to cut it whole, you could. Like just one ring. But this is the way I'm doing mine. And you could use white onions, but it's just something about the red onion. I mean, sweeter is better. I don't know. Or you could mix them both. So my onions is cut. I'm gonna put it in this bowl. I hope you can see what I'm doing. And you want to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, just a little bit, sort of like a glue. Okay, that's good. And some white vinegar. I'm gonna put my finger in there so I don't have to splash it all over. There you go, that's good. And salt and pepper. That's it. It's that quick and it's that simple. Okay, so let me zoom it in so you can see how it looks. This is how the onions look. And I am gonna put this in the refrigerator for now, and then I'm gonna cut the oh my goodness, I'm gonna cut the salami, I'm gonna flour it, and I'm gonna show you how to do that next. Okay, so everything is almost done, and I just turned off my salami guisado so it could be nice and warm. The plátanos is done, but I have it on very low heat because I don't want to mash them to the very end. So I got here Queso Blanco. Let me take it out of the wrapper because I did eat this yesterday for breakfast. Okay, so this is it. Queso Blanco. And this is what it looks like. And this is the kind that you could fry. So, oops, let me take it out the packet. Now, when I made my other video, a lot of people, like, they said that it's better if I flour the queso blanco. The last time I just fried it, which I think you could still do that as well, but I guess, you know, they were giving me some tips, which I don't care. I love getting tips. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do to show you guys that, you see, even though I like to cook, I still take tips from anyone. So I got flour here, and I am going to flour my queso blanco today, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna eat about 3 slices, nice fat ones too. Alright, and let me flour them. I hope I'm doing it right. I'm assuming this is what they mean. If not, correct me again, peoples. Alright, I'm just gonna put them aside. And I think I put a little too much flour, but it's okay. And I am gonna dust it out. I just have it next to the flour just in case. I'm gonna start frying these now in a few more minutes. Okay. Okay, so I floured them. I hope that's the way everybody was telling me to do it. They didn't say nothing about dipping it in eggs and then flouring them. They just said flour the cheese. So that's exactly what I did. So let's see how it turns out. Okay? And multiple people told me this, so they can't be wrong, you know? So what am I gonna do next? I'm gonna start doing the onions, the fried cheese, mash the Mangú, do the fried eggs, assemble everything, and you're gonna see it all. Be right back. Okay, so I got my nice flat pan here, and it's a habit I love to do my eggs here. I just don't like to do it anywhere else. I just like the way the eggs come out here. That's just me. And I also want to show you, oh wait, I know I shouldn't do that, but I want to show you guys how it looks. Let me put it closer. Hold on. And look at all these nice onions, peppers. Look at that. Nice. And the funny thing is, you barely see the little parsley, but it's in there. I keep talking about the parsley because I don't think Dominicans add parsley to this their guisado, the salami guisado, but I did. So, and this is it. You can see little speckles here and there. So that's the way it's looking so far, and it is really nice. So I'm gonna push this aside again, and I am going to, let me zoom this out. Okay, and I am going to add cooking spray. Now I know the oil, probably people would do it in, you know, oil, like kind of deep fry, I guess, but I'm not doing it that way. I'm just gonna add a lot of oil to the flat pan and do it that way. I'm gonna let this heat up a little bit because I just don't want to add it in there. And back to over here, I got my plátanos back there, really nice and warm and in this water. And I got the pan here, and I have it on really high heat. Okay, why is this like messy with me today? All right, so yeah, so I got it on really high heat. And I am going to throw the onions in there. Now don't get scared. And you don't want to cook this for too long. Alright? because you want that nice crunch to it when you do put it into in your plate. I don't want it too soft and translucent, you know. I want it to cook for maybe like 2-3 minutes, and then I'm gonna remove it right out. So that's what I'm doing. And you gotta be here to, you know, to smell my house. It smells so good up in here. Yes, indeed. In a way, I'm glad that I didn't go to school today. At least I got to enjoy this nice breakfast. Well, I'm gonna enjoy it. Okay. And it really looks good. Okay, so the onions is done. Oh God, wait, hold on. There you go. It's done. Turn it off. Leave it there. Let me turn off the water so you can hear me. And we are gonna do the fried cheese. The eggs I will do last. Okay. I see a little bubble, but I don't want to add it in there yet. Alright. Okay, yeah, it's hot. Oh man, I wish you could see it better. Hold on. Give me a minute, I'm gonna adjust this. Okay, so the queso blanco is being done, and while that is doing its thing, I'm gonna do the mango, do the eggs, and we're gonna have a nice hot plate of nice Dominican breakfast. So here's our plátanos, and as you can see, they're very nice fork tender. That's what you're looking for. Now you want to remove all the water, but leave some of it in there, okay? Some of the water, you gotta leave it in there because that's what's gonna make it nice and soft. So I left some in there. I got some butter in case I gotta add. You could also add a little salt, but you know, it's up to you. I don't think I'm gonna add salt, and I'm gonna add just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil as well. If you do need to add more water, I was told you gotta add cold water. That's what I was told. So let's get this going. And my queso blanco is still back there. I have it real low because I don't want to cook it too quick because I'm doing this right now. And the avocados, nice and ripe, beautiful. So this is going to be a beautiful dish. So I'm using a potato masher, and I'm going to mash away. And it's going to be a little struggle in the beginning, but that's okay. And if you're having problems doing it this way, then you could do it with a fork. Actually, I think a fork is much better. It really smooths it out. But, and I like to just bang it and twist. Bang it and twist. But a fork is better because it just, I don't know, takes out all the chunks out and everything. But I don't care if I gotta be here for a while. I'm gonna be, it's looking really nice. Actually, it looked better than the first time I made it. I guess I really took a lot of tips into heart. I'm glad that everybody gave me some tips. So I want to say thank you to those that gave it to me. They didn't criticize me. They weren't rude to me in the comments. They just was like, oh, it looks good, but I think you should, you know, and I like comments like that. I don't like when people try to be too snobby. It looks good, but I'm going to add a little bit of butter and a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Just a little bit. I'm hoping the battery does not die. Oh my God. If not, I'm gonna have to continue it through my iPhone, and it's hard. Put this over there for me, please. Okay, so guess what just happened right now? The battery died, and I gotta use the camera. Oh my goodness. So, I'm gonna see if my son can hold it just for this one little process. And he's bringing the chair in here. I'm so sorry, guys, but I'm still doing the video. I don't care. I gotta make sure my people are happy. So, okay, here, hold it like that. Very good. Do not drop it because I will kill you. Okay, I'm just joking. Don't be reporting me to the cops. Oh yeah. You know what? This is slipping all over the place. Let me push this aside. And it looks really, really soft. I'm gonna taste it, but I'll probably add a little bit of cold water because they said cold water keeps it from not becoming hard when you make it and you have it sitting. So you will notice I did this last because I want to make sure that it's nice and warm. Give me a minute, guys. Thank you, Pete Chunky. That's cold water, guys. And I'm gonna taste it soon. Oh my god, it's just a texture that I love. Nice and creamy. Yes. I like it when it's really soft. Chunky, come on. Alright, I'm gonna taste it with a spoon. It really tastes good. I want another one. I'm probably going to add a little salt, but that's it. Hold on. Keep it going. It really, really tastes good. Actually, I'm not going to lie. I think it tastes way better than the first time I did it. But still, the other one is almost close to it. I think I'm talking about texture-wise. I think it's much better than the first time I did it. So, see, when I make a mistake, I say it. The other video is still nice though. I'm not gonna add no more salt. Where's the spoon? Sorry, Pete Chunky. It really tastes, oh my god. I will put this aside, fry my eggs, and we're done. Here we go. And look, it's coming along great. I guess that flour really does make a difference. And I want to thank y'all for giving me that tip because I'm going to do it with flour all the time now. I got my Mangú there. I got a little butter there just in case, you know, if it can melt slowly and it don't have to get too hard on me. I got my onions. I got my salami, guisado. I got my avocado. I opened it up. It's really yummy. Chunky, get me the eggs. Be careful. No, it's in the table. I'm gonna pull this out. This one was all the way to the other side, so that's why that didn't get brown enough. But trust me, it's going to get brown now. Look at that. Oh, yes. I love the way I made everything today. I swear, when I get it right, I get happy. All right, I'll be back. So I am frying my eggs here. You see, they just... Go ahead, plug it, baby. Go ahead. Okay. They are just really cooking beautifully. I am so impressed with my food today. Okay, I got a nice mess to clean up afterwards, but it's freaking worth it, I tell you. And I got here my beautiful... look at that. I got the avocado. I just put the avocado there. I'm going to remove it out. I just wanted to make it look cute. And I got my Queso Blanco. And I'm not going to lie, thank you for the tip of putting it in the flour. I love it. And I got the onions. And I got my Mangu. And I got a little butter melting there. Alright? And this is what's popping right now. We're going to assemble this baby. Yes, yes. I love it. So I wanted to give you another look. Okay, so I took it still out and it's still nice and the way I like it, nice and creamy. Waiting for my eggs. I'm gonna put it in a plate with the yolk showing like that, but when I finish taking the picture for presentation, I will fry it a little longer. It's just for presentation and everything seems done. So I am going to assemble this and I will show you, I don't know if I should show you how to plate it. Yeah, I'll probably show you how I plate it. It's a, you know, I already went this far. If this video is long, I'm sorry, but I'm showing you stuff here from start to finish. So, you know, I hope you really do like this video. Alright, so, I'm gonna wait a little, like 2 more minutes for the eggs, and then I'll start recording again. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna start assembling everything. Try not to move too much. Chunky. And we are gonna plate this together. And nice and beautiful. And I got that. Let me get the salami. Stay right there, Chunky. And excuse the mess in the area. It's just that there you go. And trying to do this quick, guys, because I don't want the camera to die. Sorry, Chunky. The onions is last. I'm gonna do the oops. I like a lot of onions, avocado, Chunky, you're doing a good job. Okay, you're gonna get a prize for this. There you go. And let me get the pepper. I'll hold it from here.
Don't worry. I'm a chef.
Give me a minute, you guys.
Here's the pepper.
I really hope you like this dish. And a little bit of cracked pepper. I will add a little bit of salt when I cook it more longer. It's just for presentation. And here's the dish. Alright? Here you go. Mangú. Everything. I still got a little bit of Mangú left too, in case any of these kids want. So I really hope you enjoyed this beautiful meal. Well, not the meal, because I'm going to enjoy that. I'm talking about, I hope you enjoy the video. You too can make this in your home. It's very, very easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. And, yeah, so I guess that's it. And I hope you subscribe, like the video, share the video. And I cook from time to time. I show it to you guys. Check out my channel. What else? Yeah. So, take care. God bless. And thank you for watching.